Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to replace the screen on this ASUS laptop model UX461U. Alright, so first thing we're going to need is a T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver. So let's go ahead and grab that. You want to remove all the screws, keep them in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. You don't want to mix them up or you can cause damage to your computer. The way I do that, I put them flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern I remove them. So we got this rectangle shape. We're just going to take all the screws out and put them in that pattern. Alright, if this video helps you out, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. Leave a comment because it helps the algorithm know to share my videos. And if it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, so we're going to be replacing like the whole front part of the screen. I believe I already made videos taking this laptop apart, so I'm not really going to go over that entire process. We're kind of just going to go straight to taking the screen out. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that because sometimes people don't like watching complete disassemblies when they just want one process. So we'll see for this one if more people watch it or not. But yeah, alright, so we'll get all these screws out. Okay, it might help to use a suction cup to remove this bottom cover, but let's see. Alright, we'll try with a suction cup. And I'm holding with my fingernail at the edge here, and you can see it popped out relatively easily. Okay, we're going to work our way to the sides. There we go. And to the back here. Usually I don't like using suction cups because I don't have as much control. Normally what I do is I get my fingernails in, and then I kind of push with my thumb on the palm rest area. But that worked fine. Okay, so if you don't have fingernails or pry tools, then suction cup works pretty well as well on this one. Okay, it's a little dusty, so let me clean this up real quick. Alright. So like 1 a.m. right now, so I don't want to really bring this outside to do it. So we're going to just brush the dust off in here and into the trash can next to me. I know a lot of the dust isn't actually going into the trash can, it's kind of floating around, but yeah. Okay. Alright. So, we got that cleaned up a bit. Alright. We're going to set that aside. Okay. We might have to actually open up the package first to make sure the screen is right. Let me clean off some dust here real quick. Not all of it's going to come off, but try and get it cleaned up a bit so it's not completely gross when we get it back. Okay. These are customer computers, so keep that in mind. I don't own them. So if you have questions, chances are I'm not going to have the computer to show. Alright. Everything seems kind of secured, hidden underneath these things. There's, looks like M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD under there, and I don't see any removable RAM. Okay, so yeah, don't ask me if there's RAM or anything. CPU is soldered to the motherboard, so unless you have special tools to remove that kind of stuff and put a new one, yeah, you're not going to be able to do it. There's some models have a dedicated GPU here. This one doesn't even have that. So yeah. Alright, anyways, the reason why we open the bottom cover is because we need to disconnect the battery here. That's our main goal. We're just disconnecting the battery. There's the battery model number, I believe. Where is it? Here. So hopefully you can read that. C31N1714. Okay, anyways, we're going to disconnect the battery here. So battery connector's right there. We just got to get underneath the back. And make sure you're just pulling up the connector, the one in the center. You don't want to pry up the socket that it plugs into, okay? So we're going to pull up on the back here. Okay. Oh, this one's pretty tough to get up. Okay, so we're just going to pull on the wire part in the back, and it should pop out, but it doesn't seem to want to. So let me see here. We're going to try from the side here then. Okay, and I'm going to hold this down just so we don't accidentally pop that out, and you can see, there we go, that came out. Okay, same thing on this side, pops that up, and there we go. So the connector, you actually want to pop up from the sides here. And again, make sure you're not prying out this down below, okay? All right, now that we've got that, we're going to carefully open up the laptop here. And then we're going to press and hold the power button for 15 seconds. So on this side, all right, we're going to press and hold that for at least 15 seconds to drain any residual power from the screen. We don't want power in the screen when you go to disconnect it, because then you can actually fry the LCD LVDS connector, you can fry the backlight circuit or other components. So it's always a good idea, press and hold the power button at least 15 seconds to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, there we go. We're going to clean this off a little bit. This screen is going to be replaced. I think this folds all the way back 360. So let me actually zoom out here. Okay, so the fact that this screen folds back 360 might actually make this screen replacement easier. We're going to fold this all the way back. Okay, and yeah. Alright, so there we go. Now we have access to the whole front here. We're going to zoom out a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, there's these two little circles here. We're going to have to pop those out, okay, because they're hiding some screws. So we're going to go ahead and use a small flathead screwdriver and just get under there and pop those rubber pieces out. It looks like somebody might have done that before, or I don't know, because it's scraped right there. Anyways, these circle things aren't completely flat symmetrical, so keep that in mind. There's a right way to put this on, and you can actually see a notch in the side of this rubber cap, so you can know to line it up with these little notches here. Okay, all right, we're gonna set that aside. There are little notches that stick out in the circles here. All right, we're gonna switch over to a JIS 0 screwdriver to remove the two screws here. So we'll remove the one down in that corner, and we'll remove the one down here. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the replacement screen just to make sure everything looks the same. So we got it in this box here. I'm going to just cut it open because they put tape all over. All right, let's cut this tape here, cut this tape here, flip it over, and we'll cut this tape here. And cut this tape here. All right, there we go. Next, we're gonna go ahead and open this up. Okay, oh, they put rubber bands and stuff all in here. Okay, so we'll get that. Oh, dropped the little plastic thingies. So they put all these little plastic triangles here on it. They just fall off. So we'll set those aside. Okay, so we got rubber bands. We're gonna take those off. These are some nice rubber bands. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take it all out. Okay, and I don't know why, but Amazon sent this to me in a ginormous box. All right. Okay, so I got that. Oh, okay, the foam and that all comes separate if you want. Okay, all right. Oh, it's kind of sticking. Why is it sticking? Is there? Oh, they taped it. All right. So we got to peel this tape off, obviously. Okay, there we go, peel that up. Then we're gonna go ahead and peel this up. Okay, and we'll set this aside. Here we have the screen. We can already see from here, they cover the ASUS or ASUS, whatever, ASUS logo, whatever you want to call it. I call it ASUS, even though I know the reason they named it that is because it's supposed to sound like Pegasus, so it's technically supposed to be ASUS, but I don't know. I think that name sounds too weird to say it that way, so I don't know. Sounds to me that name sounds like ASUS, so I don't know why people want to call the laptop ASUS, but all right, there we go. So we got that open. We're gonna peel this out. Okay, again, it's very important that you did the battery drain on the screen. Okay, again, if you don't, there's a good chance you will fry your computer. Okay, so you got the Digitizer connector here. If you don't plug this into the little board, then you're not going to have touchscreen. Okay, so let me see. How does this thing grip into place? Does it have adhesive, or are these clips that are going to grab in? Right now there's 2 screws here, and I don't really see much else holding that in place. So I'll set that screen aside. Let's go ahead and take the, oh, we took the screws out, I forgot. Let's go ahead and see if we can pop this out now. So I'm going to just run my fingernail along this gap here and see if I can somehow pop it up. Nope, not really. Okay, so this screen is probably going to be difficult to remove. Their screen actually works, but it has a crack along here, and that prevents their digitizer from working, the touchscreen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try getting my fingernail along the gap here, and then I'm going to push with my thumb on the back. Okay, so let's see if we can pop the screen out that way. And it doesn't seem it wants to pop out at all. Oh man, this is worrying me. How am I going to, okay, there we go. Popped out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna just continue working along the edges, and you can see we're able to pop it out. So I'm pushing with my thumb on the back and pulling with my fingernails on the front, and you can see it's coming out. So that's good. All right, we're gonna continue working our way over. I'm surprised with this design, the screen doesn't randomly just fall out from people opening and closing it, because if it's just those clips, actually, okay, something else must be holding it, because it is holding pretty strong. So you can see I can get my thumb in there, and somehow the side, oh, there we go. Okay. Wow, I'm amazed how strong those little clips hold. Okay, so I'm going to keep holding this open, and I'm going to slide my fingernails in here again, the edge, and push with my thumb. Wow, this is, okay, come on. Oh, that's why I'm my fingernails sliding in the glass area instead of between the edge. And that's what was preventing it from going. Okay, so we can slowly close this down now. Now you can see we're getting the screen separated here, but we gotta be careful because I'm sure there's cables in there. Actually, it's not really holding too strong, so that's okay. Alright, so let's see, can we pop this out? I'm going to keep holding this up, slide my fingernail along the edges, and try and pop some clips out here. Okay. That doesn't want to come out. Wow. Whatever clips they used here, those tiny clips are holding really strong. Okay, so we're going to try and continue going along this way. Yeah, those clips are like super strong. That's crazy. Ouch, it's clamping on my finger. Okay, let's see here. I mean, you can see, is there tape in there as well, or what is holding that? Let's take a look at the other one again. Replacing the screen. Okay, so you have these tiny clips here. Alright, and you got some tiny clips here. And that's pretty much it. There are like one clip here and one clip here, so I have to find a way to pop that apart. Okay, let's see if I can do that. So this part here has the clips that I'm struggling with, so I'm going to try and get my fingernail in there and see if I can use that to pop it up. Okay, there we go. Again, you can use plastic pry tools. Fingernails are basically like those plastic pry tools. Okay, there we go. So we popped up the clips there, and it's still holding, I think, by those little clips right there that I saw. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so let's see here. I don't know what's going on down here. These don't want to come up. Come on, let go. Jeez. These clips are super strong. Okay, all those clips are out. Why isn't it letting go? I'm scared to pull too hard because then the whole screen is gonna crack. I mean, It's already broken, but just the digitizer, so technically this screen is still useful if the customer wants to use it, so I don't want to just destroy it. But it doesn't want to come out. What else is holding on there? Are there more clips that I don't know about? I think it's just that, right? Maybe up here? I don't know. But it doesn't want to come out. Let's try again from this side. I already got, these clips are already popped out. Okay, and this is a Zenbook series. I didn't mention that earlier. Okay, I don't know how these clips are holding in place, but they are. It's pretty crazy. I think there's one clip here, but it doesn't want to come out, so I'm not sure what to do. I mean, you can see this whole thing lifts up. This whole panel separating here. And there's just some clips down there holding it, preventing it from opening all the way. Sometimes wiggling it left and right or like this will help, but I don't know, this one, nothing seems to help. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's go on this side and do the same thing. So it did help. So grab that, kind of pulling it left and right. Come on, let go, clips. This is insane how strong these clips are. There's not even much room here for it to hold. Shoot. Did this clip back in or something? No. That's crazy. Okay, what is going on? I hope I didn't damage that cable there, because there's only that one. Okay, there's only one clip left. Let go. Seriously. Seriously, let go, clip. This is a lot more work than I was expecting it to be. I wasn't expecting it to be so difficult to get this thing out. If I get my hand further under there. There we go. Okay, so what I did was I got my hand further, like about to there, pushed up while I kind of pulled here as well, and it unclipped. There we go. We can flip this back here, and here you can see the LCD cable as well as the touchscreen cable. All right, if you want, you can see the LCD model itself, NV140FHM-N62 version 8.0. Okay, that's the screen model. All right, anyways, we're gonna disconnect the LCD LVDS cable here. It's probably gonna help to use one of these tools and get underneath and peel up the adhesive a bit. Man, this stuff is holding so strong. Okay, get this in there and cut through the adhesive and peel this one. All right, there we go. And now that we've got that, we can go ahead and pull this cable down. Oh, I guess the cable's probably held in with some more adhesive. So we're gonna have to pull from down here. I'm holding the laptop up so it doesn't fall, but there we go. Okay, and there we go. We got the cable disconnected. There's some adhesive there, so we got to peel that up as well. Okay, and of course, they got more adhesive here. Peel that up as well. And peel this up. All right, so they got the camera running along the side here. I gotta be careful because this stuff is still connected. Let's go ahead and go over to this side. Oops, did I knock one of the screws somewhere? Huh, Oh, it got stuck to the magnet. Okay, good thing I saw that. Get those screws out of the way. Okay, so we got this one now. Again, this is where the digitizer is, so I'm gonna have to move this tape out of the way. Let's see, let's go ahead and peel this adhesive off. Okay, pull this out of the way. There we go. All right, and this is holding us well, so we'll peel up this clear tape, and the touch connector is underneath this, so we gotta peel this up. What is this design? Okay, there we go. Peel that up. Peel that. And actually, we can leave that, but we gotta disconnect this here. So flip these little black latches up, and then we can pull that connector out of the way. But we gotta be careful. Again, the webcam cable is also here. Let me zoom out. Okay, this webcam cable is making a little tricky because it's stuck down here. Okay, so we gotta peel this up because that's tucked under there and making it difficult. Oh man, this cable's like stuck in there. Okay, let's pull this control board up a little. And I need 3 hands to do this. Okay, let me hold that up. Hold this up with my thumb, the control board, and hopefully we can untuck this. Jeez. There we go. Okay, untuck that and untuck this. All right, that's enough that I can get to here. And what we want is to remove the touchpad board here because we're going to have to transfer that over. If you can, we can actually peel this off because we are going to have to transfer that to the new screen. So let's go ahead and peel this tape off over here. Jeez. Why do they put so much tape? Okay, I hate how they put so much tape in here. I'm gonna get under and peel this all up. There we go. Okay, we can now rotate this enough that I can let this computer down. I gotta move the other screws out of the way, so let me do that real quick. Sorry about this. Alright, I'm out of desk space. I need like a much larger desk here. Alright. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, now we can move this up this way more. Alright, next thing, we gotta somehow remove this. So we're gonna pry underneath. Might have to use some heat here. Let's see, can I peel this up? Yeah, I think this board, I might need some heat. If we work it slow enough. Okay, we'll get this under there. Yeah, I might need to use some heat to get that out. Anyways, we can pull this cable out here, okay? And out here, and there we go. So now we have the digitizer cable released, but we still have to transfer this board over to the new screen. So we're getting underneath and slowly prying it up. Okay, I'm gonna apply some heat to this to make it easier. I think we gotta warm it up a little bit, and then it should be easier. So this is gonna be tough because I need to use a little heater, and it would have to blow down, and my heater doesn't like that. So let me see if I have a hair dryer to do that with. All right, I'll go get one, and I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. All right, I'm back. I'm not really using a hair dryer, using a heat gun. I just have to be a little more careful because this gets pretty hot. So I'm gonna try and heat this just to warm it up. And I'm gonna have to be careful not to get it too hot. So I'm gonna kind of keep my hand here to feel the warmth. And we just want to get it warm so that the adhesive can melt a little bit. Okay. And that's already pretty warm, so let's turn that off. And let's see if we can pry it up better now. If not, we're gonna have to keep adding more heat. Okay. A little bit better. Okay. I think what I need to do is get that under there. Okay, there we go. And we'll keep pushing it under. That seems to be working. Okay, probably need to apply a little more heat. Turn that off. Okay, it's pretty warm now. Let's see if we can pry this up more. Okay, oh, there's a clip there. That's why it was so hard to pry up that side. Okay, so then we twist that, and there we go. Okay. Again, there's a little clip there, so be careful with that. Oh, the adhesive actually stayed on the bottom, so I don't know. I guess on the new screen, I'll just add a new piece of adhesive. We got most of this out now. I'm gonna put the heat gun away. Okay, remove it out of the way. All right, next thing, we gotta unroute the camera cable. All right, so over here, we gotta get all of this out. This is gonna be a little bit of a pain as well, because the screen is in the way here. Okay. Let's see, can I try and remove the top portion first? Pretty sure this is also held in with some adhesive, but let's see. Okay, pull it up carefully. Yep. Carefully, slowly peel this up, make sure not to bend it, right? And then this swings over, goes that way. Okay. Then untucks from there. Okay, there's some adhesive here. We're going to peel that out. And we're going to undo that, peel this adhesive up. Okay, it unroutes from here. It just follows along the screen. We're going to peel this up. Continue following along the screen. Hopefully you can see all of this. It's hard to get this in view because I have to hold this and not let it drop. Okay, got more adhesive here. Peel this up. Okay, peel that up. There we go. We got this adhesive. Peel that up. Last one. Alright, so we got that. Now we just gotta somehow untuck it from this one spot here. I don't know how to do that because the screen is in the way. Okay, I'm gonna flex the screen down a little bit here and see if that will make the gap big enough. And there we go. Okay, so this is the old screen. We're done with this one. We're gonna get rid of that. We'll set it aside. Okay, here's the replacement one with the tape and stuff. As you can see, the model number is actually different, but hopefully the specs should be the same. You can see this one is an AU Optronics B140HAN04.2. Okay, and HW Hardware 3A version firmware 1. Okay, and we'll just match this up. The screen connector does look the same, so I think we should be good. Are the clips and everything the same? It's a little bit different actually, so hopefully the screen cable is going to be able to tuck in there and follow along. Okay, if not, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna try and put everything back the same way. So we got this LCD, or not the LCD, the webcam cable camera. Let me actually zoom out here. I'm gonna get this back in there, same way, right? Okay, so this goes over there and this tucks in there. So we'll tuck that cable back in there. Okay, just like that. There's a raised mount there, so we're gonna get that in place, and a raised mount on this side, so that way we can line it up. And we just push this all together. Make sure the camera is centered. Sorry, I'm going off camera to check if the camera is centered. Basically, you want to look in the middle here and make sure that the camera lens is in the center. Okay, looks good. So let that go. All right, then we will go ahead and start doing this, where we tuck the cable along the screen. Okay, and this is going to be a little bit tricky. Okay, so continue having it follow along the screen. Okay, and then try and tuck it in there. There's the adhesive, make sure that goes down. Okay, then it folds over and goes along the side here. And I don't know, this cable doesn't seem to fit in this area like the original one did, so I'm not too sure. Can I get it to go in there? Okay, well, we'll see if tucking this in and the tape will help enough to hold it in place. So we'll have it follow along here. Following along. And tape this into place. Continue following along. Alright. It's staying over there in place, so I think we should be okay. I might have to use more tape to kind of hold this more in place, but the clips will hold it when we close the screen. Okay, there we go. Have that. Tape that in. Alright. I'm gonna move this up here to make it easier to work on. This goes here, there, this kind of tucks around. See, this clip is impossible to fit it there because that clip is in the way. Alright, anyways, we'll go this way, then it curves around. Okay, tucks underneath in this clip. Okay, that works. Alright, we got the LCD cable here. I'll line this up better. Then we're going to go ahead and get the LCD cable in. Okay, and pinch that into place. Use the wings of the connector to try and pull it in. Make sure it's going in right. There we go. Okay. And then I use my fingernails along the side wings to pull it. Then pull this cable up and tape it down. Right, we're gonna have to work on this cabling afterwards. But for now, we gotta get all of this back lined up. Okay, make sure these latches are up. This part is hard to film, so you're kind of just gonna have to know what's going on. What was that sound? Okay, so make sure those latches are up. Then we'll tilt this into place. Sorry, I know my head's gonna get in the way. Let's actually zoom in a bit more to see if that will prevent it. Okay, and then we gotta somehow get these back in. This is the tricky part, because these cables are not easy to line up right. Okay, this is tricky. I'm gonna rotate it the other way, and that might help me, but it's gonna probably make it harder for you guys to see. Maybe I can do it sideways like this. Okay, let's see if that will make it so you guys can see and make it so I can actually still work on it. Come on, get in there. There we go. This one's lined up. Okay, then flip that latch down. Gonna do this side now. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna open the latch, try and get it all lined up, push it in, and then flip the latches down. Perfect. All right. This just tucks under. Actually, did they tape this too high? I think they taped it too high, so we're gonna take this tape out. Make sure to hold on to the thing so you don't tear the cable. Okay. The digitizer thingy is too high. Can I even move it? Okay, it's secured down with adhesive, so we gotta peel this up. There we go. And peel this side up as well. Okay, the main thing the customer wanted is the touchscreen, so I need to make sure that it's connected right. Okay, so look at the old one here. That it has the raised bumps there. Okay, so this has to go over that raised bump. Oops, let's zoom out. So there's a raised bump there, and then this one, the raised bump there, and this needs to kind of tilt. So we're gonna get this thing back underneath like before. Okay, then we gotta tilt this so it can hook onto this piece here, and then it goes down, and then this one goes down as well, and that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, I don't know why they taped it down at that weird spot, but this is where it's supposed to go. And now we can kind of make a new fold here, I guess. And I guess I will use the tape to kind of hold it in the correct spot. So this is where it's supposed to go. And we will tape this down. Okay, so now that's taped into the right place. Let's zoom out here and see about getting this all back together. All right, tricky part. Let's fold this up here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this part. Okay, we'll get the cable in here. Good. We'll tape this down here. I think that should be good. This piece goes across there. Okay, that's actually good. So I'm gonna now rotate this and we gotta get the screen cable all lined up. This one's, is that in the right place? What is this? I don't think that's right. Okay, there we go. This goes around here and then gets taped down. Alright, and this one gets taped down here. Okay, and I think that's good. We're gonna now fold this upwards. Okay, and hopefully everything will click in to hold itself in place. Alright, we're gonna now click all of this back in like before. Okay, clip these lower clips in. Oh, is the cable not lining up right here? Yeah, the cable's not lining up right. It's actually getting pinched. So I gotta make sure to move that out of the way. Get in there. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't seem to want to go in the right way. We're going to have to pop these clips back up. Okay. Alright, let's see here. How am I going to do this? That. Rotate this. Gotta take a look and make sure it's going the right way. It looks like it should be right, so I don't know what's going on here. Oh, no, it untucked. Okay, stay there. Okay. Should be right. This one. Okay. Should be good. I don't know. This side, this thing is tough to tuck back in right. Okay, I'll lift this side up and slowly push this into place. Okay. So I think I need to that, and then maybe I should put one screw in here first. Okay, that's kind of holding now. And then, is this not going in right? This is the tough part, is getting these cables lined up and not pinched. Okay, so this cable is getting pinched by this down here, so I need to push that in more. And then now I should be able to close it. Okay, good. Okay, that looks like it's gonna work. This one, oh, this cable, why is this plastic stuff coming out? Get back in there, okay. Okay, now I need to figure out why these ones are all weird. Looks like it should be okay. So I'm gonna lift this side up. Yeah, I think the clips on this thing are not right, so That's why it's not going in properly. But let's see here. So that's okay now. Let's go ahead and screw that down. Screw that down. Okay, now we're gonna open this up, and then we're gonna see if we can clip all of this into place. Let me take the USB out. Okay, this doesn't want to clip in all the way. Oh, there we go. Okay, then tilt this back here. Okay, and the clips going down here don't work right for this, so I might have to get another one. Also, I noticed there's a little chip on that part there, but that's gonna suck because that means now I'm gonna have to do this a second time. But I mean, that's pretty much how you do it, except this replacement screen wasn't designed right, so I guess I'll order another one and I'll do it again. But I'm not going to record that one. Alright, anyways, we're going to go ahead and push this battery connector back in. For now, we're just going to put it back together and see if it even powers up. Okay, get that all into place. Let's switch back over to the T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver and get all the screws in. And then we're going to power it up and hopefully everything is good. I don't think the customer gave me the charger, so I hope it has enough battery for me to power it on, because I do need to check and make sure it's working. Okay, I should have asked the customer for the charger, but I didn't think I'd have to do this twice, so alright. Hopefully it has enough power left. Get this in. Okay, then we got 4 more down here. When the replacement comes, I'm going to look at it first and see if it even looks accurate. But, yeah. Kinda sucks. There we go. We got all of this back into place. Alright, put this USB back in. Let's go ahead and see if it powers up. Okay, I see the caps lock light is on. Alright, hopefully it's going to start up. I believe the main battery is also acting as the CMOS or BIOS battery. So as you can see, the caps lock light turned off, and there we go. So it took a while to start up because of that. But I think we are good to go. Other than that bottom cosmetic thing, I think should be okay. Alright, and oh, I forgot they disabled the touchscreen. So hopefully there's no password here. Good. Okay, and oops, let's get this out of view. Let me re-enable the touchscreen and see if it works. And if it does, we should be in business. And it works. Okay, so we are in business. I am going to shut this thing down. Alright, it worked completely with the touchscreen. So I'm going to have to see about getting another replacement because that bugs me. I don't like doing jobs where stuff is like that. Okay, so that's not my level of quality of work, so I'm not happy with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get another replacement. I'll let the customer know, and yeah, they're just gonna have to wait. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Again, if it did, like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. Comment as well, because that helps YouTube know that people are watching my videos. And yeah, other than that, helped you save a bunch of money. Please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Alright, let's drop this. Bye.